Good morning. Today is 9th of August 2025, and we're going to be racing today. We had a small hiccup in the morning. We were getting prepared with the Randwick, but Randwick got cancelled. And I got that notification about 6 in the morning, my time here in India. So we were prepared for Randwick, but now we are going to do Eagle Farm, and this is how Eagle Farm looks like. We've got 9 races today here. The ground rating is soft, and the last finishing mile from the last bend to the finishing post is about 434 meters. We'll see what we can do here today, and that's all about the track. Welcome to Grandstand, and we do horse racing. We do that in 2 steps. First, we try and identify the best horses through physics, mathematics, a little bit of understanding of horse racing. And once we have identified the best horses, that's when we take a look at the horses at the paddock when we get the live stream from the paddock or the gates. If we find that all the horses that we have chosen are looking good and good to go with, we stick to our picks and place our bets. But if we find that there are circumstantial changes or there are better horses at the paddock, we often step out or we make changes with the bets. It's horse racing, so we need to be vigilant. We need to be making decisions that are worthy and in favor of us, and that is exactly what we try and do. I've got 2 tabs open in front of me. The first one is where we get to see the races. The second one is RaceNet, where we take a look at the odds and the scratchings. And that's all that we have. We'll see if we got the feed.
DJ Graham, a little
Okay.
two-leg windmill from town.
All right, I'm race 5, number
There's a
3, Theo
feed.
Prospero, and race 9.
We'll take the odds for the first one. We'll see what's going on. 3 and 7 has been scratched.
Okay, the first leg, race number 6, we're going 11, 1, 3 and 5.
6,
Race
5, 4,
7,
1.
I've just got the 2 in here, Bullion Boy and the 8. Put number 8 in just in case with the heavens opened up, Bernie.
Yep.
That's that super duck.
Yes.
Only, you can wait and put this on later, and if the heavens don't open up, you could possibly delete the 8.
Okay.
3, 16, 6, 4, 3, 5, 14, and 12.
Alrighty, let's take a look at mine. That's for 128. I'm 3 by 2 by 3 by 3 for $54. All right, let's take a look at today's Jockey Challenge. Anthony?
Thompson is $2 favourite for the Jockeys Challenge. Emily Lang $2.40. Ryan Maloney $6.50. CJ Graham's at 11. Jake Bayless 34. Eddie the Jockey 41. Martin Harley 61. And Damien Thorne at $71. That is our preview for racing at Eagle Farm. Going to take a short break. Newcastle. The sun's out there despite a heavy 10. Looks like a great day. We'll be heading there next to preview that.
on a heavy 10 rail out 4 metres. They obviously lost their meeting here 7 days ago with the persistent rain. But as you can see from our track shots, we've got an okay day at the moment. The sun's trying to poke through.
This was a little bit earlier. It's changed a little bit now. Just having a look at the radar, there is rain on the way.
Yes. It looks as though that they're fairly scattered showers, just a matter of how much rain we actually get. But a lot of scratchings, which is to be expected here today. Future price favourites, but I think there's some value to be found a little bit later on.
So we've got 8 races. Let's hope we get through all of them. There's those clouds starting to roll in from off the coast. First race today, Mel Super Maintenance proceedings. It is over the 900 metres. Now, in terms of favouritism here, a good battle between Zindermead, Peter Snowden, Scratch Debut. This one stays in. Mitch Bell has just arrived on track. And it is favourite. Balmain Darling is second to leg 370. 550 Miss Fleetwood. Yes, Boss 950. And the other one at that quote is Lady Talia. And $10 at Expert the Warrior. And my mate Elvis in race 1.
Yeah, I think this is one of our better races of the day, and we can follow a few horses out of this with confidence. I'm happy to tip Miss Fleetwood here on the basis of the potential she showed last preparation. Now, this is her resuming trial here at Randwick on the top.
Right, this is the first one here at Eagle Farm today. If we look at the odds, it's 6, 5, 4 and 1. 6 is the favorite. If we look through the rails, we get 6, 5, 4. And that's what we are getting. Now, the 6 is the favorite. The 6 is a fabulous horse. It is a fabulous horse, but the problem is this, that the jockey has never raced here at Eagle Farm. The jockey has never raced here at Eagle Farm. It's a fantastic horse. This is the linear. That's how it looks like at this point of time. But the problem is the jock. The problem is the jock. So if we look through this, then we get exactly how it is. All right, 6, 5, 4 and 1. This is pressure. This is all that is happening. The leverage, if we see, the highest leverage is on 2. So whether the 2 will get in or do anything, I don't know. But that's 10% on 2. It has a jockey. It's a benchmark 85. So that's that part of the story. Now, I mean, in this given circumstances, I doubt the 6 for 2 reasons. One is this, that the 6 is good. There's no problem with the 6. But if we look at the level of the competition, it is on a very high. Plus, the jock is not someone who's been here, so I don't know if that will work. I think I'm going to go with a 4 EW on this because that looks pretty much neat. And that's all about the first one. The 6 is the favorite. I think we've also lost the feed because there's no feed on Queensland today. We'll see when we get the feed and how we get the feed. They said thank you.
In this afternoon that it met at Flemington, and yes, creeps up a little in the weights, but I'm with you, son. I think this horse will really get.
I hope they give us the feed. If they don't give us the feed, we don't have a feed.
Cracker, but I know you were pretty keen later in the card. Yes, I don't mind Miss Penny Cracker. First up, the Bain and Taylor team. But race number 5 is where we're going to focus first for what I think is the best bet of the day in terms of the price that's available. Now, you might look at this replay and think, oh, this horse was only playing, but this was a day at Cranbourne where the inside was much better than horses sitting deep. Flip the switch was sort of that 3 wide line, had to swoop out deep. Finishes alongside some horses like Dayella in the pink and pink cap.
who have been very promising in the early parts of their career. This is a benchmark 64 and a pretty strong one at that. That's playlist. Marshall Music wins this race. It goes around today. You've got steam and this rolling on. Now, Flip switches at 2 runs for the new stable. Drops significantly in grade now to a restricted 58 at Mildura off that run that I think is better than what it looks at paper. $6, I think there's still value in that price.
So we're holding more money on the favourite race 5, number 5, Smashing Action. Miss Gabbiano, second, I led quite firm, but Flip the Switch is nice and firm, truing up as we speak. There's that in for $6. So the top 3 in the market are dominating at this stage.
I think today is the day they will flip the switch with this galloper formerly trained by Michael Hughlin. Another horse who has changed stables at Mildura today that I think could be hard to beat is in race number 7. Goes by the name here of Top Honours, formerly with Kevin and Casey Keys, now with the Jokic team. And this was a recent jump out at Murtoa, so it was disappointing last start, but has had a change of environment, a little bit of a freshen up. This was the quickest time of the morning by some margin at Murtoa for the 900-metre jump outs, and I thought the horse did it really well without being placed under any pressure. I'm hoping they just roll forward over 1400 today. This is a galloper that's been competitive in some good 64s when in Melbourne. I just think the horse is changing environment. You can just treat it like a new horse. And when we see the prices here, it was double figures yesterday and this morning, Simo. What have we got on offer now?
Clicked up quite nicely under a little bit of pressure late, which is what you wanted to see. Plenty in hand. Territorian's your favourite. Really firm, although drifting slightly, I should say, at the 250, but pretty firm in the market. Oh, so thrilling next best up $4.80. Obi, Royal Memory. And there you are, Top Honours. 11s you can still take for Brent Zarappa's second best at the card.
That's my best value play of the day. Best each way play. I think you can get a really good sight for your money with Top Honours. But that's not it, Simo. We've got a few more.
That's not all.
We've got 7 races, and there's 4 races I want to bet into. Race number 3, there's a horse here called Overlook, which was beaten here by Fio de Turn, who was scratched from race number 1 today at Moon Valley. Was given a good chance.
By the Tron, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it coming down the middle of the track in the red colours. Now, absolutely, certainly didn't trouble the score here, but it did enough in this 1700-metre maiden, warming up nicely late. So I think go to Mildura today, finding a very, very weak maiden. Draws a good gate to Jacqueline saddle. I thought it should just be a favourite on the back of the performance. Dropping a long way in grade. Going from Geelong to Mildura for the depth of this race. I think it's 550. It should be a lot shorter.
We're not having much money in this race, but as you can see, there's 5 in single figures there, including yours today.
And the shortest price favourite of the day, that just looks a race set up perfectly, is Bruin, which goes around in race number 6. Sean Matherick trains this horse, and he's no stranger to taking Gallopers up to Mildura. This was at opposite ends of the state. Bandstart last start.
Okay, good.
Led, rolled off the inside, just wanted to hang a little bit, and the winner gets up on the inside, just nails it high on the post. Wait till you see how close this finish was with Bruin just getting the wrong side of the photo. But today, I don't see a lot of speed on paper. He draws barrier 1, Brad Willer riding. I think it'll go straight to the top, and it'll be off and gone. I don't think they can catch it this afternoon. So there you see Bruin just gets
Right in the middle.
right on the line. Just got nailed there. If it didn't roll off the fence, I think it would have won. There has been some key scratchings out of this race, but at 185, if you're looking for a horse to put in a multi, I don't mind rolling race number 6.
Yeah, you got stacks of value, and always remember your same race multis on your sports bet app there. Take steroids, and then have a look at some value down the page. Plenty of meat on the bone.
There is. So there's a snapshot of the bets at Mildura today. We're going to take a quick break here on Before the First. Back soon with the team in Adelaide going through the bets there.
For race 8 at Randwick, get a second chance if your horse doesn't win. That's right, if your horse doesn't win, get a bonus bet back with Sportsbet.
Imagine what you could be buying instead.
Got a lovely strong barrel. I like this as well.
It's up in the third untold son of the great Bindle out of Bonton. Generation goes behind the station. Well supported, they piled in Generation and 210 and 160.
When things go wrong,
Get Carbone on the phone. Get Carbone on the bottom.
get Carbone on the phone.
We don't settle for less,
Neither should you.
Feel like you're watching the same racing show on loop? Want something different? Here's Foxcatcher with Jules Valance, Nick Ashman, Clint Hutchison, Sharp Takes, to continue to throw out these pathetic press statements has got a big opinion. There are certain orders where you try and ride them a bit handy or have all the racing intel you need. Eagle 40.
Now they bump up to the 1300. I think it's clever.
Foxcatcher. Watch it now on racing.com. Got us a new gig. Roads closed, boys. Chief's orders. Want some shortcut? That sounds like a dare. Oh, good grip. Not bad brains. This roof's a bit hard, yeah?
I know a guy who can do terracotta tile.
I am flat.
So feed is not going to be available today.
Orfordville meeting here 2 weeks ago. That track was extremely heavy. Sakala and Lingani both really impressive winners on that track. Are they as effective on a track slightly firmer? We'll wait and see.
Just on Lingani, we're going to have a chat to Lingani's rider, Taylor Johnston, shortly. But let's have a look at the track first, John, then we'll get into your outstanding bets on this program today. But as you said, when we were here a fortnight ago, the track very heavy. It was a 9, then a 10. Today we're working on a track at this stage rated a soft 6.
The track rating has remained constant over the last couple of days, and when I walked it here most recently, you can feel that it's holding a fair bit of moisture. There's obviously significant marking from that meeting a couple of weeks ago, but all in all, I thought the track was probably held together better than it could have, because that track, if we had more ratings than a 10, we certainly would have used them on that occasion. Rail true on that occasion, about 4 metres. That's not a huge drama, because for most of the meeting, they didn't go that close to the inside rail anyway.
And do you feel it's level across the ground, or do you think there's going to be an advantage somewhere on that track in particular?
It's reasonably even. I think they'll gradually use more and more of the track as they start marking it and coming out. If I had to pick something, I'd probably pick that the track will be a little bit on the worst side rather than the better side of the 6.
Okay.
The meeting we had on the Parks track on Wednesday, the track was certainly on the worst side of its rating.
Weather today, 16 degrees, possibility of a shower or two, but hopefully that rain does stay away. John, Hadras, the first horse you want to highlight. It is for Will Clarkin, comes up in race number 4.
Petra's been a bit of a frustrating horse for punters this preparation, but she did record a good win at Morpheville 2 starts ago. And the other big plus for Hatra is that Ben Price goes back aboard. Ben's got a fantastic record on Hatra. He's unbeaten on the mare. And maybe Hatra just didn't handle A, the straight, and B, racing inside horses in possibly the worst part of the straight last time. You can see here Hatra's always had a good sprint on her when she's ridden off them. And although a bit of the speed has been scratched out of the race, I still don't think they'll go slowly with Minchinley in the race. And Beast Mode is reasonably fast horse also. Hadra, I think these sprint trips around the big Morpheville track are ideal for her. If she comes back to her better form, she'll be really hard to beat, and I'm going to back her to do that in a race I really think suits her.
Okay, Beast Made favourite 205. I think you made Beast Made your sack on Thursday night on Get On SA.
I have Beast Mate's got a lot of weight. Drawn inside here, I don't think it's any great advantage, and surely Mitchell at least keeps him honest. I've marked Hadra favourite and clearly favourite.
Okay, Hadra $3.40 at the moment. John, your best bet on the program is the lightly raced Tropical House in race 6, trained by Jake Stevens.
Tropical House was one of these horses that ran 2 weeks ago, and she got beaten a long way by Sam on Ice, as indeed most of the field did. Any horse that got beaten a fair way on that track, I have to forgive. Tropical House was going really well leading up to that, and this is Tropical House going back 3 runs, and the track condition here at Morpheville this day was something similar, somewhere around a 6, and she handled that fine, so I'm happy to forgive her on what was probably a heavy 12 or something last time. Tropical House, straight after this run, was freshened, came out, trialled well, ran well at Murray Bridge. If she brings her true form, she'll win. It's not a very hard race for her. You're probably just betting that she's going to come back and do that again. But on a day I really struggle to mark too many horses short, Tropical House appeals to me as a horse that if she brings her proper form, should be able to beat them.
Okay, favourite at $2.60 with Sportsbet right at the moment. Proven correct at $4.20. Gin Rummy at $5. Just summarise for us, John. I think you've got a value bet on the program as well.
That's right. Hadra is my next best. I reckon she'll be really hard to beat. Tropical House, probably one of the standouts in a really tough day of punting. And I think Reese will be right around the mark. She never runs poorly. 7-day backup. Getting her toe into the ground again is something she really likes.
Okay, Taylor Johnston, we mentioned, will ride Lynn Garney today in the feature race, the Behemoth Stakes. Let's have a look at Taylor's book of rides today. She's going to jump in and have a quick chat to us right now as well. So 7 rides for Taylor today, and all for different stables as well, starting with Peter's Heart in race number 1 for the Will Clarkin stable. Hallstat, Hide Your Assets, Proven Correct, Lynn Garney, Rocktacom, and Minor. That day as well, the Lightning Stakes. She certainly loves a heavy track.
Yeah, she does for sure. Look, it was really impressive the way that she won last start. And look, we were hoping for a bit of rain to sort of get them same conditions again, but that didn't come. But either way, she's run on a soft track before and run well. So we've drawn to get a really nice run into it, and hopefully she can back up last start.
This was incredible because, at the 200-metre mark, she still hasn't reached.
Lewis, welcome back, Lewis. We will not have a feed today. Doesn't look like we are going to have a feed. We'll have to work with our own feeds to carry this thing out. It is possible. That's the highest leverage. The 6 is tricky because the jockey has never played here. So it's la that. But the problem is, where is the race? They're still not showing the races. I don't know. I mean, the feed that I have, even that is not showing the races. And it's like 1 second to go. It's a mess today. It's a mess. As a Saturday, this is a mess today. Randwick got cancelled. There's no feed for Eagle Farm. I don't know what to do. I got the notification like 1 hour before, no, 2 hours, 6 o'clock in the morning, which is like, God knows. Are they showing the races? Lewis, can you see the races? Has it started? They're saying it's running, but
He's going to end up, but we're going to enjoy the ride.
what kind of a joke is this? Five, 4, 6, 1 is the result. So we don't have a feed anywhere. How are we going to play? It's not going to work. This will not work.
Your local feedstock is 4 hours.
Nope. Nothing. We don't have the feed anywhere. They're talking about God knows what they're talking about and not showing the races. I don't know what to do. It's not going to make sense. It's showing everything without the feed. Let's just wrap up. This is way too much taxing. I don't have a feed. The feed is not available anywhere. I tried looking into almost all the available places where I usually get the feed from. There's no feed anywhere. I can't get a feed on this, and I hate to do this, but it looks like we have no other option. Looks like we don't have any option. The entire mess is because of Randwick getting cancelled today.
You're both keen on the chances of Takeko, and you also don't mind Silver Cliff, and we've had a change of tactics notification for that galloper come through. Intention is to be ridden more forward, which may well be the preferable option early in the meeting.
Yeah, definitely, and I think how the track's playing, we'll have a bit of an idea, even though it is reasonably early in the day. But Takeko's second up, I think, definitely comes right into calculations, and there was some good market support around for it first up. No excuses, Nige, but you'd imagine that.
Let's just wrap it up. Today is one of those days, gentlemen. Today is one of those days. It's very unfortunate what happened, but we don't have a feed, and it's not going to be easy working without a feed. Let's see what do we have tomorrow. Tomorrow. Let's try tomorrow, Sunshine Coast. That's all that I can say at this point of time. But what happened is weird, and we can't do this. We can't do this now. If we have to, I changed from Randwick to Eagle Farm. Now Eagle Farm, we don't have a feed. The feed probably which is going to be available is Moonee Valley, and I have nothing on that today. So I don't know what to do. And there's no other place where we can get a feed from. Let's call it a day. We'll try to do something tomorrow. We'll try to do something tomorrow. Sunday. Thank you so much for being there, Lewis. Thank you so much, my friend, for being there. And this is quite unfortunate, but what do we do? What do we do? There's nothing else. I want to thank you, everyone. I want to thank everybody who's been here today. expecting the races, but it's unfortunate what happened. We'll try to do something tomorrow. If you have a little time, please come back and we'll race tomorrow. Till then, have a great day, gentlemen.